came around to say hello. One-on-one, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you, it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Your smile says it all.
Why are you
Constitutional
trying to put
imbroglio
me
in
a corner
India.
by saying like,
Yeah, constitutional
like none
imbroglio
other?
in India. Great time for all legal eagles.
no, I have no interest in this beyond watching it from a distance.
But do you
I
think,
think-
as the single largest party, the governor should already have invited Vijay
The governor,
to be sworn in?
if you read the constitution carefully, there is no phrase single largest party. There is no phrase about who the governor should call. It's the governor's discretion. What he needs to do is to act in accordance with the constitutional principle. Now, what is the principle? You must bring a government which enjoys the confidence of the House. We have had, and there is no one size fits all in this. It depends on a situation. I mean, I was just hearing a member of a very eminent colleague who also wears a political hat, using lovely adjectives when his party has just done a flip-flop in by contesting with one and then wanting another. So let's leave the moral pontification out of this. The governor says, I want a greater degree of certainty than your word. Now, what's the problem? Why can't you give, or why can't he get letters from people in writing saying, we are supporting you? That's the end of the matter. Is that too much for a governor to ask? Because there's always two sides to the coin. One can say that you let me form the government, give me 15 days. And then the bank accounts open or the cash accounts open.
Horse
So that's the
trading, you mean?
concern. Why blame horses for what we humans do? So what really it's all about is what the governor should be satisfied aligns with constitutional morality. So if he has said, I want something in writing, I don't know what he has said, and I'm sure he is his advisors. And so what? See, today we have Navika, I'm sorry to digress, but I am a little disturbed in India. If today it was the BJP who was the single largest, you would have said, terrible, this communal party is being invited to form the government. If now, once in a while, the opposition wins and the BJP loses, and they're immediately not rushed into government, you say, terrible, they are all acting on BJP's diktats. So, this hypocrisy has to end. We have to have some faith in our constitutional institutions. The governor has called them. The governor has not said, I'm not going to swear you in. He has said, satisfy me that you are the majority. And what is clear is, yes, if there was a pre-poll alliance, then one could have said this is an extraordinary request. But there is no pre-poll alliance. And who is his primary supporter? His primary supporter is somebody who fought alongside somebody else. So, if in the circumstances the governor says, I want something in writing, that you will cross the Rubicon. I don't think this is again a storm in a teacup. What's going to happen if he calls him 2 days later with letters? Heavens are going to fall.
But let me be the devil's advocate and let me ask you, in at least 2 recent instances, time was given to a party that didn't have these letters. 2019 Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, Ajit Pawar was sworn at 6:30.
Where did it end?
In the Supreme Court. And they left without proving their numbers because they didn't have the numbers.
Correct. So do we learn by experience or do we repeat our follies?
But then people will, then the question will be political, that if it is a BJP government to be
I
sworn
don't get
in.
drawn into political arguments, you know that, Navika.
No, but I'm saying
You're
that
arguing,
if there is a certain kind of political party that wants to get sworn in, the governors facilitate. In other cases, they don't. That will be the allegation.
That's a political allegation. The governors will deal with it. I'm only telling you, as a student of constitutional law, I don't think anything is extraordinary in a governor calling a person in these circumstances. And mind you, the one difference in 19, small difference, but to me significant. there was a pre-poll alliance between the Shiv Sena and the BJP, if I remember correctly. My politics, I can get wrong. And Uddhav Thackeray did a flip. And NCP came along and supported them. So it was a very different situation. Should the governor have called? I'm sure the governor must be thinking in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have called, maybe I should have asked for written support. So, of course, in politics, we go on making allegations and counter allegations. Fortunately, I don't have to worry about them because I'm not in politics. So I'm telling you, as a student of constitutional law, I don't say the governor is acting extra constitutionally or so in such an extraordinary fashion that you have to berate the office of the governor.
Okay, so then let me ask you another question. If the governor delays calling the single largest party, does it give opportunity to the parties against whom the mandate of the people of Tamil Nadu is? That is DMK and ADMK to come together in an unholy alliance?
If our politics has become so unprincipled and so fragile, then is the governor the only one left with the obligation to uphold constitutional morality? You fight election alongside one party. You curse this man before even the ink is dried on the results. You flip, you join another, and then you start jumping up and down saying, why isn't he calling somebody to form a government? Is the governor the only custodian of public morality? I find this rather remarkable. I've seen it recently. 7 of your MPs defect. You say, why is the BJP accepting them? Have you asked yourself the question, what sort of stuff are your members made of that your members are defecting? Nobody points a finger at himself saying, I have such trash in my party that they are so fragile that if they are offered something, they will go running to the other side. It's a sorry commentary on your own political party to be suspicious of all this. So, please, we have to learn to live with some things in our country. And if I would only say, I test it in the extremes. You must have faith in institutions. If in one state, the ECIs, poor Prime Minister and Amit Shah in this, with all their constitutional duties and in the blazing heat of Bengal, go and campaign, and all credit goes to Gyanendra Kumar for winning the election. So, this kind of nonsense has to stop. At some point, we have to have faith in our institutions.